wish that you were better.
And
looks like can't hear it. I can't hear it.
can you not hear it for real?
It's like it sounds like someone is cleaning leaves after they fall from the trees during the fall. Like that.
Can you hear
raking.
me? That's funny. I was so hyped
I can
about
see you
that
dancing.
song. Okay. You couldn't hear the song. Can you hear me well? Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you well. Can you hear me on my mic?
Yeah, it's a little low. Let me
Could raise my volume. Let's see if we're live.
Cool. We're live. I'm gonna pin this to the top here in a second.
But now your mic is all
Get
weird.
more people. Is my mic weird?
Yeah. Yo, guys, if you're joining live and you can hear us well, drop a 1 below. Drop a 1 below. If you are joining live and you can hear us well, drop a 1 below. We have
yes.
one of the most, it's echoey. It's very echoey, bro. Omir.
Yep.
And we can't see you. It's very echoey and we can't see you.
Is this better? Audio settings. I'm gonna put my crisp on. Crispy creer. Crispy.
I think it's all right.
Is it a good echo? Still echo? If you guys hear an echo, comment echo.
Yeah, dude. Why does this happen to you?
I don't know. This Blue Yeti mic. Robot.
Yeah, we can't really hear you that well. But guys, if you're tuning in live, I got one of the most important master classes of all time ready to go, and we are not holding back. We're going to be giving away a ton of amazing resources. And I'm genuinely very, very excited. If you're ready to rock, if you're feeling good, if you're as excited as I am, please drop a 1 below. Show some love. Like this video or heart this video. Grateful for all of you guys to be tuning in live with us right now. And by the way, it's still echoey and super weird sounding. Omir.
You talk. I'll figure it out.
Can you mute yourself? I don't know if you can mute yourself, but I don't even know if I can share my screen.
You can.
I can? I hope so.
I turned off my microphone. It's better?
Yeah, that's
No
better.
Mic. No mic better? Cool. We'll figure out the mic
Yeah,
better. Cool.
It's a lot better.
Yeah,
it's a lot better. Okay, we're good to go. We're live, guys. Omir, say what's up to the marketing agency Secrets family.
Yeah, I was gonna get us pumped because you missed the beginning because it was actually fires. But this is for everybody that knows the song.
We can't hear it.
All right,
Omir, you're killing our audio. I feel like you look so good. Your video quality is 10 out of 10.
I can get the audio to match the video. It would be game over.
It would be game over. Cool. Let me just make sure that I can hear myself here on the live. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, guys, we are officially good. Apologies for the slight delay. We got an amazing masterclass planned for you guys. It's going to be unreal. If you want to win some AirPods today, here's the rules. You got to stay till the end. And the reason that I'm going to make it that way is to hold you guys accountable to actually be here through the whole masterclass. And you end up going to be getting a ton of value. And the AirPods are really just going to be icing on the cake. You know what I've realized, Omir, as a coach, is that the hardest part is getting people to actually show up and get the information. So what I've actually transitioned to doing inside of Seven Figure Agency, which you're obviously very well aware of, is on Fridays we do a masterclass live. So now it's absolutely guaranteed that people are showing up and getting the information that they need. So with you guys today, I want to do something similar to hold you guys accountable to actually showing up and getting the most out of this masterclass. I will not be giving away the AirPods until the end, and you must stay until the end. You also must do me the favor of engaging with us because we're here showing up for you guys. And I spent a few hours few hours preparing for this masterclass to really over deliver for you. And I broke down an entire cheat sheet. It's going to be super valuable. That alone is worth thousands of dollars. So all I ask in return is that you guys obliterate the comment section. If you haven't liked and hearted this video, definitely do that. And definitely engage with us below. That's all that I can ask for in exchange. And it would mean the world to me. So with that in mind, to kick things off, if you're ready to go, if you're ready to rock and roll, if you're feeling good, drop a 1 below, obliterate that comment section. I want Mark Zuckerberg to be confused as to why there were so many freaking comments in a random marketing agency secrets group. So drop 1s below, share some love, and let's dive in. Omir, you got any final words before we dive in?
If you want to tag Mark Zuckerberg below, you're welcome to do that. I'd love to give him a shout out for creating an amazing platform. But yes, Joel, this is the thing. When you're sharing a screen, it's gonna be you talking. If you need me, let me know. I'm behind. They're gonna be see the screen. You're gonna be on the bottom square. Okay. So
we'll see how it works.
You can actually share your screen when you go to the Be Live. Funny thing, guys, Joel showed me how to do this, but he forgot. So I'm showing you how to do this now. But if you go to the share, on the left side, which says that it's just screen, actually, it's underneath guest.
Oh, I can see it.
Yep. So now I'm gonna go like this, and then you will be able to hear me, but I can hear you. So if you need me, or I'll chime in at any time, and then we'll move it. So yeah, cool. But besides that, guys,
so I'm sharing my screen, Omir.
You almost had 100 people, Joel. Shout out to you. That's awesome.
We need more. We need more.
Almost at 100. This is about to be. I was just on it with Joel, and he showed me the whole thing. He did this all today. This is crazy. He spent the last few hours working on it. Wow.
And guys, before we officially get started, drop a comment below for Omir. Drop a 2 below. He's been doing an amazing job helping us cultivate this Facebook group and really grow it and keep the engagement high. Drop a 2 below for the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Omir Block. Drop a 2 below. Show him some love. I know he's been doing such an amazing job bringing in amazing speakers, adding a lot of value, showcasing a lot of content. So show him some love below, and let's do this. So with that in mind, got a question for you guys. How many of you have gotten a complaint from a client that the leads you are sending them are low quality? How many of you have gotten the complaint from your clients being like, yo, John, yo, Sarah, yo, Emily, these leads are low quality? How many of you have gotten that complaint? How many of you have gotten the complaint that the leads that you sent them don't pick up, or the leads that you sent them don't show up, or the leads that you sent the client don't close because they're low quality? How many of you guys have gotten that complaint? I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard that. How many of you have gone on a phone or gotten an email or gotten a text from a client saying they wanted to cancel because these leads suck? How many of you have gone on a demo call with a potential client and they're like, I've already tried Facebook ads. It doesn't work for me. These leads are low quality. How many of you guys have gotten some sort of complaint about lead quality? If you haven't, then this masterclass is not for you. But if you have, and you're like most of us marketers, then you know that the lead quality disaster, as I like to call it, because it just ruins everything, is a huge variable in really making this whole system work. And it gets in the way of getting our clients great results most of the time. I know, Omir, you've been on a lot of calls with clients where they're like, oh, how is this going to be any different? What do you guys do differently to make sure the leads are high quality? I've already done this before, and all I got was low quality leads. I'm sure you've heard the word low quality an insane amount of times.
I've been the word of the year of 2019, low quality. Like if I did not hear that once a day, that's probably because I didn't take a demo or an intro. But yeah.
Yeah, the real pandemic around here is not the coronavirus. The real pandemic around here is low lead quality, according to your clients. And I know that's sensitive, but I think the whole point is clients really make a huge fuzz about lead quality. And in today's masterclass, my goal for you guys is to give you not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10, but I think it's like 11 or 12 different strategies that you guys can implement that are practical, that are strategic, that are tactical, that will give you a direct improvement on your lead quality so that you can overcome the lead quality pandemic and never have to deal with prospects complaining about lead quality before they ever signed up with you. And you'll never have to deal with clients complaining about lead quality after they signed up with you. So if you're ready to dive in and go through the 12 or 13 or 14 different strategic hacks that I'm going to give you guys to instantly improve lead quality, drop a 1 below one last time, show some love. Let's blow this Facebook Live out of the water with the insane amount of engagement. And let's do this. If you're ready, I'm ready, Omir.
Let's do it. I want to add one more thing, just so you guys keep this in mind.
And come closer to the mic.
It took Joel over 2 years to put this list together, if you think about it. From running Atlas Digital to now coaching hundreds of students and finding out their pain points. So he's pretty much put together a system in place for you guys to get the best results for your clients. Because obviously we talk about all the time, setting appointments, closing appointments. That's the very first thing that is important. And it's still probably, there's 91 people live. I still bet 85 of you are struggling with setting up closing appointments. But there is people that have clients, there's people that are struggling to get clients because they're not confident in getting results. I talk to those people all the time. They're scared of getting more clients because they feel like they can't get results. And Joe, I'm sure you hear about that all the time as well. Like people are scared to get clients because they're scared of not fulfilling them. And I think what Joe put together is just be on fire, and your confidence is, after this call, your confidence should rise at least by 100%. So,
and I want to say something to that. It 100% took me 2 years to come up with this list. We did not do this overnight. So with that in mind, what I want to tell you guys is that improving lead quality, there's no silver bullet. There's no one thing. There's not going to be one thing on this list that was responsible for improving lead quality across the board. It's only possible to increase lead quality by making everything work together. And my piece of advice for you guys tonight is just implement a few and improve lead quality little by little, and trust that over time your lead quality is going to go up instead of trying to do everything at once, because that's going to actually stress you out, give you anxiety, give you fatigue, and then you're not going to actually be able to show up for your clients in the way that you need to in order to get them the best results. So keep in mind, this took me 2 years. Keep in mind that lead quality is fixed through all of these things working together, not just one thing. And keep in mind that the key takeaway from all of this that I'm going to be teaching today is not to go and do everything. It's to take one step forward and start adding and building on improving lead quality one step at a time.
Exactly. Fired up.
Seems like someone said my audio is going out. Guys, if you can hear me, can you drop a 4? If you can hear me, Joel, well, I know Amir's not going to be talking as much. If you can hear me well, drop a 4 below. 4. Cool. Let's see. Let's just 4. Drop a 4 below if you can hear Joel well, if you can hear me well. Seems like people can hear me, so let's do this. I'm going to share my screen. Let's make sure it uploads on the screen. Omir, can you see it? I don't know if they can. Oh, yep. Here we go. Can everyone see this? If you can see this, Omir, it's super tiny. Oh, cool. Now it's pretty big. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for you guys. Even more. See what that looks like. And we'll dive in. Let's wait and see how it looks like zoomed in. All right, looks pretty good. We're going to do this. Here we go. High quality leads for clients masterclass. Today, we're going to be going over how to get your clients the highest quality leads and how to get them a massive ROI so that if a client is saying the following things to you, these leads are low quality, these leads won't pick up, blah, 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 the leads suck, I want to cancel, blah, blah, blah. Well, after today's masterclass, you're never going to have to deal with those things ever again. If you're ready to go, if you're feeling good, let's dive in. All right. First things first. The biggest misunderstood secret about lead quality that will fix your lead quality forever. The biggest misunderstood secret about lead quality is that increasing lead quality is two-sided. It's just as much about you as the marketer increasing lead quality as it is about getting the client to level up so that they can make the most out of the leads that you send them. The problem, and this is something that I realized when scaling my agency, is that most of you guys are trying to solve the lead quality disaster by focusing on you. And that is a big mistake. The key to increasing lead quality for most of you guys is actually on focusing on the client and helping them level up so that they can get the most out of the leads. Again, the biggest mistake that most people make when it comes to increasing lead quality is that you guys will all focus on yourself, on your marketing systems, on your high-level sequences, on your ads for your clients. But what I realized after 2 years of doing this and really increasing our retention rate to about 7 to 8 months and beyond, even having a month-to-month program, which skews the data like crazy, is that the reason we were able to retain clients so well is because I focused on the client and helping them level up so that they could make the most out of the leads. So for most of you guys, the solution to lead quality is going to come down to having better expectations for your clients, educating your clients, and training your clients to be better at business. It's not going to actually come down to you improving the lead quality. Guys, this is one of the biggest mindset shifts that you'll need to make if you really want to change the game for your clients when it comes to the lead quality. Because most of you guys, are spending your time here, and you need to be spending your time here. You have to keep in mind, most businesses that you're working with are not good at business. They're not. If they were good at it, they probably wouldn't need you. Just like I run a coaching program, I run my agency. I don't need to hire another agency to do my ads because I can do them myself because I'm good at business. And you guys have to keep in mind that the businesses that you guys work with, for the most part, are not good at business. So therefore, marketing alone won't solve that. And it's your responsibility to do whatever it takes to fill that gap. Let me actually come back to Omir for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Omir, are you back? Are you back,
Yep.
Omir?
Yep. Can you?
Before we keep going, any thoughts on that? Because I really want to take my time today and really over-deliver for these guys. Any thoughts on that?
I'm gonna have to speak loud because apparently my audio is not so good. You tell me, is it sounding better from your end, Joel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think the biggest thing that I took away so far is your clients, most of them are not good at sales. They're not good at business whatsoever, which is why they're coming to you. They're coming to you not just from a marketing and lead point, but they're also coming from you to you for sales and help because you close them. So any type of help that you guys are able to give them, any type of, I remember really 6 months in, once we crossed 70 clients, 60 clients, which you guys don't have to do anytime soon, but we created them like a freaking course to help them sell more. We hooked them up with chiropractors that were really good at sales. We gave them all the tools beyond lead gen. If you guys are strictly a lead gen company, then sure, go for it. But in order, what happens when you're a strictly lead gen company, you're literally doing yourself a huge disservice because other people are not purely a lead gen. So they're just not.
I love that, man. They're not good at they're hiring you because they're not good at business. So to only come in and fix the marketing is going to leave them empty-handed.
Yep.
And if you can realize that the key to making them successful is to go beyond just marketing, again, to improve not only your system, but their system, that's how you're going to increase lead quality. For example, if you can help your clients level up when it comes to the mindset around growing a business, when it comes to their follow-up abilities, when it comes to their sales abilities, that's going to do more for your lead quality improving than you figuring out how to improve high level. So for example, you can go and build out a 60-day email sequence to get more leads to schedule. And that will work a little bit better. But if your clients suck at following up, they suck at picking up the phone and scheduling leads, they suck at closing, they have a crappy mindset around what it takes to actually grow a business, if their team within their business is not motivated, if the culture at their business, even if it's just a chiropractor or a gym, if their culture sucks and the people actually working these leads hate their job, even if you bring them the highest quality leads on the planet on a silver platter, they're still going to blame your leads and blame you.
And I want to because that's the case for most of your clients. Probably 70-80%, they're not good at business. But there are clients that are really good at business. We've worked with chiropractors that are killers, making millions of dollars, that taught us a lot of things about business and a lot of things that we could have improved on. So you guys have to be just as open-minded to helping them. And sometimes you guys are a lot of you guys are starting new. So how can you help a business when you're just starting and you're just learning? So and I've talked to some of you guys that landed big clients off of the get-go. Sit down and talk to them. See what type of advice they could have for you as well, growing a business, because it's all about putting your ego aside and growth. How fast can you grow? So, yeah.
And I know we're spending a lot of time here, but there's a whole reason why I made an entire section for this, because if you don't have this mindset shift, nothing that I'm going to share with you today about increasing lead quality is going to make a difference. And we're going to get into the tactics. I wanted to start off with some high-level strategy. But if you don't make this mindset shift, again, no strategy that I give you is going to make a difference. So with that in mind, if this makes sense, if this is clear, if you're going to make that mindset shift to focusing not just on yourself and what you need to do on your end to increase lead quality, but what you need to help your clients do to increase lead quality by helping them level up, then drop a 1 below. Drop a 1 below if you're going to make that shift, and let's keep going. Drop a 1 below if you're going to make that shift, and let's keep going. I'm going to share my screen. Omir, if you want to step away. Here we go. And let's keep going. Let me just take a step back. Cool. We're good to go. Let's do this. All right. A few more things. The more that you can take ownership over the client's success from start to finish, and the more that you can take ownership when it comes to helping them win, the more likelihood that they are going to succeed. So with that in mind, we still always want to improve lead quality on our end, regardless. So in today's masterclass, we're going to cover both. And I'm going to show you I think it's even more than 12 hacks, but I'm going to show you 12 hacks that you guys can immediately implement today. To increase quality, not only for yourself, like we talked about in your marketing systems, but also for the client by helping them level up so that they can get more out of your system, regardless if the lead quality goes up or down by a slight amount. Because let's be honest, guys. Let me actually draw this out. Let's say that right now your lead quality is a 7 out of 10, but the client is really bad at business and is a 2 out of 10, right? So again, let's say the client is a 2 out of 10 and your systems they're pretty good. Not perfect. They're pretty good. 7 out of 10. Is it better to focus all of your time in getting this to an 8 out of 10? Or is it better to focus all of your time on getting your clients to a 6 out of 10? Well, in this example, you would only be up by 1 point. In this example, we're up by 4 points. So even if we just helped our clients level up so that they can squeeze more juice out of the leads and increase their abilities from a 2 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10, if we focused our energy there, we'll get 4 times as much of an improvement than focusing on improving our systems by 1 point. So again, for most of you guys, the room for opportunity when it comes to growth and improving lead quality is on the client side, not on your side, because I can help you guys go to an 8 and improving your system so that it becomes an 8 out of 10. But the real opportunity for growth is teaching you guys how to help your clients level up so that they can become a 6 or 7 out of 10 and hopefully improve by 4 or 5 points. So with that in mind, let's dive in. First things first, the launch call. The launch call. What we want to do is have an amazing launch call before a client goes live. When I was doing account management, I would personally meet with every single chiropractor for anywhere between 60 to 90 minutes before going live. And my goal was to educate the client. My goal was to train the client. My goal was to set expectations early. My goal was to address objections about the system early on. And my goal was to kick things off on an amazing note. And the reason why is because if you don't set expectations right from the beginning and train and educate your clients, again, there's no amount of marketing wizardry that you could do to increase lead quality. So before we ever went live, I spent a ton of time with the client just educating them, training them, setting expectations, addressing objections about the system early on, kicking things off on an amazing note, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm actually going to share an example. I can't give you guys this whole entire presentation because it's a part of 7-figure agency. Although if you are in 7-figure agency, you can access this presentation. But let me pull this up.
As you're pulling it up, Joel, I want to chime in because I've heard Joel's when I first joined in his
launch call.
Launch calls, and the difference of Joel doing it versus like some of the accommodations that came in. I mean, we were so strict about it, and literally we saw a drop off as soon as we started switching the launch call. We started getting lazy with it. We wanted to shorten it. We took away slides. I mean, the most important thing is to set expectations off the get-go. And one of the things that Joel actually missed, and I'm going to make him write this in there, is that you have to do this with every single client. Not once every couple clients. Every client that goes live, they must have a contract. They must have an expectation comment, launch call.
And we made the launch call mandatory, or else they did not qualify for the guarantee. Correct. So if you were a doctor and I got on the launch call and it's just you and your team, and and the doctor wasn't there, I would cancel it and reschedule.
Yep.
So let me give you guys an example of what it would look like to set some expectations and train your client. Here we go. So for example, this is directly pulled from a presentation that I call it the training wheel version, which we give to our account managers when they're starting off. And let me actually break down exactly how it works. So for example, I tell the clients, I'm on the launch call with the clients, and I'm like, hey, Dr. John, here's how the ads work. We evaluate the success of the ads on a 2-week cycle. And we think about it like investing in the stock market. As you can see over time, it goes up. With that in mind, even if there's some down periods, even if the ads stop working, even if we're not getting a quick ROI, we don't judge the results of the ads on a day-to-day or even week-to-week basis. We're judging the ads and the ROI that we get from them over time. Because just like the stock market, if we were to evaluate the success of the ads on the day-to-day basis, as you can see here, there's ups and downs. So it wouldn't give us an accurate perspective on the results of our investment. However, if we evaluate it over a longer period of time, we can see that it goes up, and Facebook ads are very similar. So if you get a ton of leads 1 week and then you get 0 the next, or if it dies out for 2 to 3 days and you're feeling like this and you're freaking out and you're worried that it's not working, these leads have stopped, I thought this was going to be a crazy ROI right out of the gates, and you're feeling like the world is burning. While you're feeling that way, this is how my team is feeling. We're totally chill. We're relaxed because there's nothing to worry about. It's all part of the process. We've had clients go from 0 leads in a whole week to 19 leads in 48 hours. So what's going to happen is your stomach is going to drop, and emotionally it will be a roller coaster, but you have to remember the stock market analogy and remind yourself that Facebook ads work in trends. It's not a straight line up. Just like the stock market, there are ups and downs. So if the leads slow down, or if you're not getting a quick ROI, or if things aren't as smooth as you initially expected, just hang tight, be patient, and give things at least, on the minimum, 1 week to kick in and be more like this guy. So guys, that's just one example of one educational piece that I share on the launch call. And the launch call is really long. And again, I break down everything the client needs to know in order to succeed. I break down how the ads work. I break down what to expect on their end. I break down what they need to be doing on their end in order to succeed with the program. I train them. I educate them. I set expectations early on. And that's just one example of how I set expectations and how I educate the clients. The launch call is like 300 slides long. So obviously, I can't go over all of that today. I've done a 2-hour masterclass just on the launch call. But the point is this: if you have a launch call and you train your clients, you educate your clients, you set expectations early on, it's going to be a lot easier for them to have the ability to convert the leads. Yes. Because remember, guys, lead quality is perception. If you tell the client, here, I'm actually going to over-deliver for you guys and pull up one more slide. If you want me to over-deliver for you guys and pull up one more slide, drop a 1 below.
We need 21. We need 21s before Joel drops.
If you want me to share one more slide.
Every time he says this, he drops bomb. We need 21s.
Let's see.
If you pull it up, Joel, I want to add one more thing. A lot of you guys that are taking both sales calls and account and launch calls, which is most of you guys, do not overpromise on your sales. Or if you have a salesperson, I remember overpromising, and Joel literally came to my house and walked in my room, and it was like, yo, motherfucker, you overpromise one person. It's crazy stuff, because when you overpromise, of course, your sales are going to go drastically high. Oh my God, I'll give you 50 leads the first week. 20 of them will come in, 10 will become patients. So if you do something like that, your clients are going to have that expectations from the get-go. So a lot of times setting expectation actually happens a little bit on the sales call, but most importantly is on the launch call, which is what Joel's about to break down.
So guys, to keep it simple, and I'm going to show you one more slide to over deliver for you guys, because that's what we do here in Marketing Agency Secrets. But with that in mind, if you're not doing a launch call where you're educating the client, training the client, setting expectations early on, you're missing out. Because as you guys can see in these two slides that I'm about to share with you guys.
Joel, give him an example. What were you guys, because you guys didn't do launch calls all the time. What were you guys doing before? You take payment and just go live, and then it was just cluster.
We used to just go live, yeah, and not do a launch call. And then we realized if we actually set expectations and do essentially what we like to call a success workshop, where we go over everything that they need to know and be trained on in order to succeed, then they would actually have way better expectations about lead quality, about lead quantity, around ROI, around everything that they need to have good expectations on in order to succeed. So for example, let me share my screen here. These two slides that I added to the launch call are insane, and you guys can take them if you want. I used to actually show this to a doctor, or to all the doctors that were our clients. I'd say, look, Dr. Omir, this is what a referral patient is like. They come in to your practice. They're so excited after hearing amazing things about you. They spoke with not one, not two, but 3 really close friends that all go to see you and have come to see you for chiropractic care for years now. They spoke so highly of you, and then they signed up instantly without hesitation. Now, an online advertising patient, they just saw your ad and they're like, oh, that's interesting. Wow. They signed up for your $21 adjustment, but they're still a little skeptical. They don't know you. They've never heard of you. They don't even know if it's legit. Then they come into your practice and they're feeling a little bit skeptical. But finally, after learning about chiropractic care, spending not 1 but 2 visits with you and your team, things finally clicked and they signed up. So it's not that the leads are low quality, Dr. Omir. It's not that the leads are low quality. It's that you've spent the past 5 years building your practice just with referrals. So you're used to leads that are already warmed up. And they're already a 7 or 8 out of 10 when it comes to signing up, and they just need that little bit of a nudge. But with online advertising leads, when they come in, it's not that they're low quality. They're just a 2 or 3 out of 10 because they're not warmed up. They haven't spoken to other patients that see you. They haven't met you before. They haven't heard much about you. So it's not that they're lower quality. They're just going to need more education, more training, and more nurturing so that they sign up. So guys, with a launch call, we're able to showcase all of these things. We're able to educate the client. We're able to train the client on things like the differences between a referral and an online lead. So when they get an online lead, now they're not thinking, oh my God, this is low quality. They actually get it. They're like, oh, this is just not a referral. It's not going to be as easy. And now they're not going to call you and blame you for the low quality. Here, let me see if, oh, well, you guys can't see my screen. Let's see. Omir, are you still on? I don't know if you're still on, Omir.
I am. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I was like, I think I was just showing a blue screen for a while. Did that make sense, guys? If you're tuning in and that made sense, I gave you guys not 1, but 2 examples of how you can educate and train a client on a launch call. I gave you guys the example of the ups and downs when it comes to marketing, and I gave you the example around referrals versus online leads. And again, every single client that walks through our doors goes through that presentation and sees the difference between referrals and online leads. So then when it comes time to pick up the phone and call the online lead, they're not expecting it to be the same as a referral. But guys, if you don't educate your clients on this, if you don't train your clients on this, if they are expecting them to be just like referrals because they don't know any better, then guess what? They're going to think that the leads are lower quality. Guys, I saw a direct relation between retention and clients that stayed a long time and clients that I had really good launch calls with. If I had a great launch call, the client understood everything I taught them, they were on board, everything made sense, they retained for a long time. So with that in mind, we're just getting started already, hopefully over delivering for you guys like crazy. If you guys want me to over deliver for you a little bit more, drop a 1 and we can move on to hack number 2. If you're ready to over deliver, if you're ready for me to over deliver a little bit more, drop a 1 below and we'll move on to hack number 2. And again, if you haven't implemented a launch call where you educate, train, set expectations with clients, I highly recommend that you do that. Because again, it's going to change their expectations around lead quality. And that's 90% of the battle. All right, let's keep going. The launch call was number 1. Number two, the expectations agreement. Before going live, not yet. Before a client ever goes live, we actually have them sign an expectations agreement. And it's essentially a Google form where they actually check off that they're going to be good clients and follow your system and do what they need to do in order to succeed with your program. Imagine if a client signed on a Google form that they will agree to call the leads within 5 minutes, that they will agree to respond if you reach out, that they will agree to being coachable. How would that change the game for you? Would your clients be more open to the feedback that you bring? Would your clients be more open to actually doing what they need to do in order to succeed? I'm assuming for most of us, the answer is yes. So we actually have our clients sign an expectations agreement, and that's hack number 2. Now I have a special surprise for you guys. I'm going to share the exact expectations agreement that we use live right now for free. But I need to get a lot of engagement from you guys. If you're kind of tuning in, but not really, I need you guys to tune in right now and drop a 10 below because we're over delivering at a level 10 out of 10 right now. And I will share the expectations agreement that normally people invest thousands of dollars for. I'm going to share it with you guys live right now. I need to see a 10. I need to see a lot of 10s. If you guys want it. If not, we'll skip to hack number 3.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Ben 10.
All right. Man, there's not that many, so we're just going to chill or skip to hack number 3. Yo, Amir, what do you think so far? We're over delivering like crazy, right? We haven't even...
I brought the hammer out. I'm like ready to like break something.
Get a new mic or just break your old mic.
You know what's funny is that it works, and then you hop on the calls and it doesn't work.
All right, here we go. We're getting a lot of 10, so let's do this. Here's the expectations agreement that we use. You guys can copy this. The purpose of this document is to lay out clear expectations from both parties. And this is one that I actually got from Sergio, my business partner and head coach at 7-Figure Agency, who also runs his own multi-7-figure agency called Rolling Revenue. Rolling Revenue agrees to do the following things: get back to the client within 48 business hours, do everything in our power to maximize client results, meet our lead guarantees, honor contractual agreement, and hold our clients responsible to following our proven system. Now, the client commits to doing the following things. They agree to get back to all leads within 15 minutes of a receipt. They agree to do everything in our power to maximize our results. They agree to be respectful of rolling revenue. They honor contractual agreement. They take responsibility for results. They manage their emotions and expectations during the ups and downs, and they understand that this is not an overnight process. Success takes time, and therefore you will give it the time necessary. And then after checking all of these things off, we actually make the client write down what their expectation is for this partnership. And then date it, sign it, and send it over email. So guys, this is one hack that you guys can immediately implement right now. It takes you 5 minutes and it will help increase lead quality, because again, lead quality is as much about perception, expectations, training and educating your clients as it is about you. And this will help your client level up to do what they need to do in order to make the most out of the leads. And therefore, they're going to be like, wow, I called the leads. They picked up. They're high quality. The problem is that clients don't call the leads. They don't follow up. And then they think they're low quality. But by getting them to do what they need to do in order to succeed, then they're going to think that the leads are high quality. Again, lead quality is just as much about you improving the lead quality as it is as much about the client's perception of the leads that's based on what actions they take in order to get the most out of them. Let that sink in. Lead quality is just as much about what you do as it is about your client's perception of the leads, and that is based on what they do in order to get the most out of the leads themselves. So for example, if they call the leads within 5 minutes and they pick up, they're going to be like, wow, they're high quality. If they don't call the leads within 5 minutes and they call 2 days later and they don't pick up, they're going to be like, wow, it's bad quality leads. So the key as a marketing agency owner, it's not to do some crazy stuff to get higher quality leads through your system. It's to get the client to follow your system so that they perceive the lead quality to be higher. So for example, if someone were to ask me, Joel, how do you increase lead quality? I wouldn't actually change the ads first. What I would do is I would find ways to get the clients to follow up. That right there, guys, is the takeaway from this whole masterclass. And we're going to be giving away even more, but just that alone, just that shift alone will make a huge difference for your lead quality. If you can get your clients to call the leads within 5 minutes, that's going to do much more for improving lead quality than actually changing your marketing system. Because if they call the leads within 5 minutes and do what they need to do in order to get the best results, and then the leads pick up, they're going to be like, oh, wow, the leads you sent me are high quality. But they were the same exact leads. You just got them to do what they needed to do as business owners to get the most out of your system. So, with that in mind, I'm going to stop sharing. Omir, I don't know if you're back, but let's keep going.
I'm always back. Guess who's back? Back again. I'm back. Fine. True story.
Guys.
We had one point, Joel. It's just so interesting people know this. We had at one point about 70 or 80 clients not under contract, which is not smart. We learned the good way. We got lucky as shit. Again, I guarantee you, Joel, there's some people here that have clients, don't set expectations on a launch call, and then don't have any contract. And they go live, and then the client leaves them in like 2-3 weeks, and then they're upset.
Sorry. I was guys, it's crazy how the amount of talking that I do. Like, you gotta drink a lot of liquid because it's a lot of talking. But anyways, let's see. Yes, we make them sign this right after the launch call. Because again, the takeaway here is It's not about improving the lead quality. It's about getting the clients to do what they need to do in order to get the most out of the lead. So then, therefore, they're going to be like, wow, these leads are high quality. That's the 80-20. Of course, you can improve the lead quality a little bit, but that's the 20%, not the 80% of it, of the effect. If you want a 80-20 lead quality, it's about getting your clients to do what they need to do in order to succeed, much more than it is about you improving lead quality. So, I think we lost Omir. If you're ready to go for hack number 3, drop a 3 below. Let's do this. We're just getting started. If you're ready to go, hack number 3, drop a 3 below.
We have them sign after.
After.
After always. Collect payment and take care of everything else. Is there a link?
No, this is. Yo, Miri, can you explain this?
The link to the expectations agreement, or
guys, I just copy it. Just watch the replay and just rebuild it in Google form.
The link to the agreement, we do have that inside of 7FA. So if you, I just said Facebook user, if you're inside of 7FA, you have it. If not, join so we can give it to you. And we literally have it written by an attorney. It wasn't like Joel signing it, really.
Yo, your mic is gone again. Maybe you should link it up and then like link up the original mic and then just mute yourself. Maybe. I don't know. All right, let's keep going, guys. My phone died, so I can't see ourselves anymore. Oh, well. Let's keep going, guys. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Hack number 3, the accountability hack. If you have an irresistible offer and a guarantee, it's as much there to hold you accountable as it is to hold them accountable. So the key is to reverse engineer what your clients needs to do on their end in order to hit the guarantee. And we want to make sure that they are aware that if they want to qualify for the guarantee, they must follow your system to a T. So for example, we have this is an example of what you can throw in your contract. Omir Block Digital guarantees 10 new patients in the door within the first 30 days, or you will get a full 100% refund of your full investment. However, in order to qualify for the guarantee, the client must be following the Omir Block Digital system. You must call the leads within 5 minutes of business hours. You must follow up at least 5 times total per lead over 10 days. You must be willing to call leads back to back when reaching out. So you call, they don't answer, you call again. You must have a front desk staff dedicated to following the leads or following up with the leads. You must get back to Omir Block Digital within 24 business hours if you reach out with a request, or if we reach out with a request. You must be open to meeting with Omir Block Digital for optimization sessions and following the recommended optimization protocol to improve the ads. You cannot modify the ad system to make it your own without Omir Block Digital approving the modifications. And you must run a minimum of $1,000 in ad spend. So guys, the takeaway here is one of the ways to increase lead quality is, again, by getting your clients to do what they need to do in order to get results. So for example, if we can get our clients to call the leads within 5 minutes and then now their leads pick up because we actually called them within 5 minutes, they're going to be like, wow, these leads are high quality. But how do we get them to call the leads within 5 minutes? How do we hold them accountable to do that? We create an irresistible offer with a guarantee, and then we create contingencies. So now if a client wants this crazy offer and crazy guarantee, they're going to have to follow your system to a T. Again, I'll say it again. If the client wants you to deliver this amazing offer and guarantee, they're going to have to now follow your system to a T. And this is how we hold them accountable to being good clients. And then by being good clients and following the system, they end up getting amazing results. Because if they call the leads within 5 minutes, and if they follow up at least 5 times per lead over 10 days, and if they're calling the leads back to back when reaching out, and if they have a front desk staff dedicated to following this whole system, well, guess what? They're going to get a hold of the leads, and they're going to think to themselves, wow, these leads are high quality. But they were the same leads that the other agency sent them. The difference was that the other agency didn't hold them accountable to following the system so that they could actually get the most out of the leads. That right there, guys, is the golden nugget. We want to be the agency that actually holds them accountable. And the way that we do that is by creating an irresistible offer and guarantee and then adding contingencies to it. And I call this the accountability hack. So if you were to ask me, Joel, how do we hold the clients accountable? Well, we tell them, hey, we have this amazing offer and guarantee, but you're only going to get this offer and guarantee if you do these things. And that is how we hold them accountable. And then again, magically, the leads end up being much higher quality because they actually did the work. You want to make sure this is in the contract and that you go over it with them. And if you want more info on this, I did a whole masterclass on the irresistible agency offer, how to set up your offer, how to set up your guarantee, and then also how to create your contingencies inside of 7FA 2.0. So if you want more info on that masterclass, or if you want more info on 7FA 2.0, guys, go to bit.ly. Just real quick, go to bit.ly/7FA call. If you want access to that. If not, we'll keep going. Amir, I'm back.
Yeah, please, I'm like,
What?
now it's like, I think you'll just be hearing me from my computer mic.
Can't hear what you said.
You can't hear my computer mic?
Yeah, maybe just throw on your original mic and then mute yourself when you're not going.
Well, I took away my mic. Anyways, keep going.
Here, let me actually charge my phone real quick. Guys, give me a second. I'll just charge my phone.
Some good questions in here, Joel.
I know, but we got so much to go over. I wonder if we should do a part 1 and part 2.
We should, because I'm about to let you completely control this, because I got to call.
Let's see.
For 1 hour.
What's up?
You booked me for 1 hour, so in 10 minutes I got to dip.
Yeah, let's do this. We're going to do part 2 this Friday. But let me get through. How much time do I have, Amir?
10.
10 minutes? Guys, we're going to get through 2 more hacks. We're going to get through 2 more hacks, and then we're going to do part 1, part 2, because this is so freaking fire, and it would be a disservice to you guys for me to not take my time and rush it and give you crappier information. So we're going to do part 1, part 2. If you're down with part 1, part 2, drop a 1 below. If you're down with part 1, part 2, drop a 1 below. If you're down with part 1, part 2, drop a 1 below, and let's keep going.
Nice.
Here we go. Cool. All right. Hack number 4, create your prepay system. Guys, I can't believe I'm sharing this because it was one of the greatest discoveries I ever made with my agency. And the greatest discovery, or one of the greatest discoveries I ever made, was Seeing how many issues were solved by simply getting people to pay something before the appointment. Show up rates, immediately fixed. Lead quality, immediately fixed. Client happiness, immediately fixed. By getting our leads to pay something before their appointment and making it mandatory for our clients to take a payment before the appointment, that alone changed the game for us. Now, if you're in a niche like gyms, dental, chiro, anything that has a free consultation, this will work. And if you're doing a free consult, just take down $1 to hold their spot, and then tell them that if they don't show, there's a $50 no-show fee. If you're doing a $21 voucher, just take the $21 payment in advance. If you're doing a $30 free trial for a gym, just take the $30 payment in advance. That's it. It's very simple. But forcing our clients to do payment in advance over the phone changed the game. And if you're not in a niche that would work with prepayment, the whole idea, the whole premise is to get some sort of commitment before the appointment. In other words, the key is to get some skin in the game. So what I would do, and I'm actually going to change this question to make it better, is ask this question. What is the one simplest and easiest tweak that I need to make that would help my clients' leads get some skin in the game? If you're in a niche that doesn't do prepay, like a $21 voucher, a $30 free trial, a $7 yoga session, free consultation, you're not in one of those niches, I would ask myself the question, what is the one simplest and easiest tweak that I need to make that would help my clients' leads get some skin in the game? And remember, the goal is to get some sort of commitment before the appointment. And that's it. And what I would do is I would keep asking that question until you stumble upon your own prepaid type of solution for your own niche. So, with that in mind, that alone, guys, increased lead quality like crazy. Omir, are you back? You on?
I'm on. I remember, guys, when we went from the non-paper show model to the paper show model, it changed our whole business. I want to say we had a huge November, ginormous December, and then January 2020, because this was like about a year ago, that's when we changed it officially. It changed everything. Not just from sales, but also from retention, from the confidence standpoint, like everything, the whole, I can't even explain it. There's no words because they literally changed everything. We were doing good, but for us, how can we continue doing better and better and better? There is certain niches. I know there is certain niches this is going to be a little difficult for, like, for instance, real estate. So that there is ways to get around.
No, but roofing, if you do a free roof inspection, you can essentially say to the person, hey, just because we're going to be going out to your house and making sure that, just to make sure that when we show up that you'll actually be there, we do require to take some sort of deposit for $1. And that way, if there's a cancellation, we know that you'll let us know. And as long as you reach out 48 hours in advance to cancel and we don't show up, you won't get charged. But if we show up to your house and there's no one there, there will be a $50 no-show fee to cover the amount of time it took us to drive there. Keep it that simple. So guys, I think we're out of time, unfortunately. We're going to have to do part 1, part 2. So with that in mind, there's still a lot to go through. However, I definitely want to give away some AirPods today. And I want to let you guys know, as a quick little teaser, let me share my screen. As a quick little teaser, we're going to be releasing 7-Figure Agency 2.0. It's going to be totally leveled up. There's going to be some new things that we've never done before ever. So if you're watching this right now and you've been thinking about joining 7-Figure Agency and you want to learn what 2.0 is all about, go to bit.ly/7FA call, book a call with our team, and find out what 2.0 is all about. So bit.ly/7FA call. Guys, if you want to know what 7FA 2.0 is all about, we've got some crazy changes that have never been released publicly before. If you want first access, go to bit.ly/7FA call, book a call with my team, speak with them, find out what 2.0 is all about. And if not, I will see you guys on part 2. So with that in mind,
We will book it for you guys. Joel and I have
next week.
For next week, it will be next week.
So guys, hold up. Yo, Amir, one last thing real quick. Real quick. Guys, if you love today's masterclass, please drop a 1 below. And if you want to win some AirPods, I'm going to randomly go through all the people that were live here at the end and pick someone and post it in the group a little later tonight. So if you love this live as much as I did, drop a 1 below, and we're going to continue with part 2. We only covered 4 out of 12. Think about it, guys. We only covered 4 out of 12 hacks, so we got 8 to go. So with that in mind, Omir, if you could drop bit.ly/7FA call in the comments. Or
it'll be on the title.
Cool. And I think that's pretty much it. So we'll book it. We'll book part 2.
4 things to take action on. Take action. It's one thing to learn. You can learn all day. Another thing to actually go out there and make it fucking happen. Let's go. Bit.ly, there's the link right there. But I got to hop off because I am 1 minute late to a call.
I think that's pretty much it, guys. If you loved it, drop a 1 below. Appreciate you guys.
Boom.
If you want info on 7-Figure Agency 2.0 and what that looks like, it's going to be unlike anything we've ever done, ever. So if you want more info on what that looks like, go to bit.ly/7FA call. And if not, I'll see you guys on part 2. Peace.